easy.
When I found Canva, I fell in love with designing. Now we're making more content than ever before.
Start designing for free at canva.com.
Think about finally having everything you always wanted.
You've always had everything. Well, now it's my turn. Get used to it.
At Big O Tires, we're always here to give you a great deal. Now get up to $150 in savings. Save $100 instantly on select tires. Plus, get a $50 mail-in rebate on purchases of $500 or more on your Big O credit card. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
We made USAA insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before he could even inspect the damage.
That's how you do it right.
USAA insurance is made just the way Martin's family needs it. With hassle-free claims, he got paid before his neighbor even got started. Because doing right by our members, that's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
We all know making it in the Bay can be hard, but for some it's even difficult because of the color of their skin, which is why we're featuring the determination and success of Black-owned businesses in our own communities. Until we
you put these characters together, they read love.
It's our job now.
Welcome back.
Look at Bully there in the warm-up. Chicago Stadium, crossover through the legs. Take that, Pip and Horace Grant. Sweet shooting lefty there. Hardaway with the steal. Look at Bully. Oh, that was Dirk-like. Dirk took that from you. Dirk took that from you. Great Blazers team there. Bully with the fall away. Game winner against Drexler and Terry Porter in that team. Rick Adelman. Talk about
what's the setup? You trying to build my confidence up or what? What's going on here?
I'm surrounded by Hall of Famers. I need the confidence.
I'm not that insecure. I know what was done. I'm old and washed up. I'm good with that. I'm a bike rider and a swimmer now. That's all I got going.
Look, it's National Left-Handers Day here inside of studio. I'm going to just name it A. Jennifer Azzi has a son here. Macklin. Let's check this guy out with the trick shots. Talk about lefties here. Jennifer, break this down. Macklin getting buckets.
Well, it's all about getting reps up. And it's hard to guard a lefty. And you can see on Chris's clips, very similar. And here we have trick shots. This was his Christmas present, the Papa shot. Nice ball through the ribbon.
Look at that arc.
The trampoline. Look at the arc.
And here we go. Trampoline trick shots.
With the soccer ball, too. Doesn't matter.
All day, every day.
With the football.
Yes. And then, got to follow along here and see if I can still hang.
Watch your step.
Easy, Don't blow your hands.
Easy.
On the little hoop. A little shaky there. All right. Be careful there.
Okay, and then here he goes again. He seriously loves it. I don't want to be one of those parents that's overcoaching my child, but he loves it.
Look at that. Great job, Macklin, out there getting buckets. Jennifer, I'm worried about you on the trampoline. Be easy there.
No, watch out.
Be easy there, Billy.
Repetition is everything, but he's blessed with some good genes.
Well,
that's a natural. He's a natural.
Speaking of another lefty here, yours truly, that's right.
What?
Stafford Stadium at the house, Jennifer Azzi.
Whoa.
Let's go.
This on the ground here, Stanford, Oregon. Russell Wilson, Sierra sitting courtside. Steph Curry is at the game. First try.
Wow.
Fade away from the... And look at the celebration here, Bully. Oh, we don't have the celebration here.
But
the follow-through.
Fade away.
Bully. Jennifer, what's up with that?
Lefties only, baby.
Lefties only, baby. $300 to the bank. Straight cash, homie. There it is right there. Talk about lefties here. Let's go. National Left-Handers Day here on Warriors Pregame Live. Presented by Comcast Business. Draymond is not a lefty. He's a righty. He will get some shots up. He is in the lineup tonight for the first time all season long. Cannot wait to see that against the Portland Trail Blazers. Draymond is
Double me as much as they did the other night instead of just doing it sporadically here and there, because now I can get used to it and just say, hey, we're going to use this to our advantage. If we're going 4-on-3 this much and we got Draymond, we got decision makers, I'm going to stay ready. I'm going to be aggressive and ready to attack and just get used to that. What do you guys think?
I think Buki, I think Fitz touched on it. You know, James Wiseman hasn't gotten easy baskets yet because of his teammates. And I think we'll see more of that as Steph is doubled and Draymond handles the ball, looking for lobs and corner threes. And also think defensively, he gives, especially $20 years ago, if you took one of those shots and made it, they
they've expanded the
Four-pointers there. Dame and CJ. We know about this Blazers backcourt, Fitz and Buki. They're always a challenge, and Dame Dollar was 0 for 8 from the three-point line the other night against the Clippers. I'm expecting him to bounce back against the Golden State Warriors. 0 for 8 for Dame, that never happens.
Well, that's the problem, Bonte. I saw Lillard scoring and shooting as well and went, oh, no. He's playing the Warriors twice in a row. Exactly. I wish he was having a great three-point night. He goes 0 for look out tonight. You know he's going to be firing from everywhere.
Don't be surprised to see Kelly Oubre on him a lot. Yep. Just try to get some length on him. Maybe the Warriors double team him, rotate out of it. That's where the problem is for this team. They can score with anybody. The Portland Trailblazers can. You got your work cut out for you on defense.
And home opener coming up.
I can hear Fitz's call tonight. Dame from Oakland. Nothing but
home opener. Fitz and Buki, take it away. Happy New Year.
All right, guys and gals, we appreciate it. When you think about a 7-game homestand, 2 baseball series, Portland, then Sac, then Clipper, the schedule, 7 home games, and then these back-to-backs, this is going to be really interesting.
You get to sleep in your bed for an extended time. So the Warriors are feeling good about themselves. They've got 2. They got 2 on the road there. You maintain this level of play against the good team, because best believe the Warriors will be tested on this homestand.
Also, too, for a New Year game, how about Curry and Lillard? When you think of the game within the game, give me the matchup of 2 of the most exciting players in the NBA, and to do it tonight and Sunday, I'll take it.
Range for days. Both of these guys are just box office, pulling for 30, 35, 40, maybe half court. Who knows? They were going back and forth on Instagram. But the thing is, hey, how do we get an open look? Sometimes we just got to stop before the defense is ready to play defense and just pull, and that's what they do.
Well, you know, for Portland, the X factor is C.J. McCollum. But for the Warriors, when Andrew Wiggins plays well, the Warriors are going to play well. In Detroit and Chicago, he really was. You've liked his defense.
Oh, yeah.
The secondary scorer, Steve Kerr would take those numbers all year long.
You can see he has the exact right mentality. When Steph is not on the floor, I have have to be super aggressive. I have to make plays. I have to create for myself and teammates. And you talked about him defensively. That length is showing out on that side, and the effort is there defensively. So it seems like the Warriors culture, that positive peer pressure of everybody going hard on defense, is really rubbing off on him.
Wait a minute, you're mentioning the word defense. How
Yes.
about a defensive player of the year?
Yes.
Draymond Green is back. By the way, he leads the Warriors in assists the last couple seasons too. Day defensively, how he will pair with Wiseman, how he will distribute the ball to Steph and others. One of the Warrior leaders, Steve Kerr calls him the heartbeat. Draymond Green will play. We will introduce the entire Warrior roster on the home opener tonight.
Planet Orange, a leader in eco-friendly pest control. Harming the environment. Planet Orange, family-friendly, pet-friendly, and professional.
You don't consume me! I consume you!
Planet Orange, a leader in eco-friendly, effective pest control. Let us be your partner for all your pest control needs, servicing residential, industrial, and commercial customers without harming the environment. Planet Orange, family-friendly, pet-friendly, and professional.
When you spend your whole life working,
training,
waiting,
for one moment,
and suddenly,
you have to wait for that moment even longer.
How you feel?
Like you want it?
Next summer, the world comes back together.
For an Olympics unlike any other.
I am what child hunger looks like in America. I am a 9-year-old boy who hopes a friend invites me to a sleepover so I can have dinner. I am a 15-year-old girl who goes for walks during lunch so my friends won't know I don't have anything to eat. I was created by artificial intelligence from faces of the 1 in 7 American children who
Feeding America, 200 food banks.
Okay, 49er fans, say it with me. Niners at 9. It's the official Niners at 9, Sunday morning on NBC Sports.
You don't see values this tempting every day. Well, except on McDonald's value menu. Now buy one McDouble, McChicken, 4-piece chicken McNuggets, or small fries, and get another for just $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
If you've been waiting for a sign to drive something new, here it is. The final days of the year-end sell-a-thon are happening right now, and it's your last chance to join the season of savings at your California Ford dealers. Come in or shop online for huge deals across the Ford lineup. Now lease a 2020 Ford Escape SE for just $189 per month, or get 0% APR plus $6,000 total cash off a 2020 Explorer or $7,250 total cash off. But these signs won't last long, so visit your California Ford dealers or buy.
Adyen opens the door to innovative ways to pay, enhanced customer experiences, and new business opportunities so you can focus on what you do best, growing your business. Stay a step ahead with the payments platform that adapts and evolves with you. Adyen. Business, not boundaries.
Making your life easy is what Provident Credit Union is all about. Like our Super Reward Checking. It's free checking with a high interest rate. And you can use any ATM, anywhere, at no charge. Super Reward Checking from Provident Credit Union.
Oh my goodness! Is he explosive?
Well, check out the Dub Hub. You got fans interacting with the Warriors in the tunnel before they take the court for the home opener. They can see you, you can see them in a little fan interaction. Pretty creative way. And we're going to see that all season long. Check out the Dub Hub if you want to be a part of it at Warriors.com. We welcome you inside Chase Center. We for the Warrior warm-up video and the introduction of the entire roster on opening night.
Assistant coach, Mike Brown. Assistant coach, Jared. Assistant coach, Bruce Frazier. Assistant coach, Ron Adams. And assistant coach, Chris DeMarco. And now, let's meet the players. Number 26, Kent Bazemore. Number 1, Damian Lee. Number 5, Kevon Looney. Number 2, Mannion. Number 15, Over. Number 7, number 3, Jordan. Number 95, Juan Toscano Anderson. And number 10, Brad Wanamaker. And now, tonight's starters. From Michigan State, number 23, playing his 7th year out of Kansas, number 22, Andrew Wiggins. In his first season from the University of Memphis, number 33, James Wiseman. Playing his 7th year out of Kansas, and now his 12th NBA season out of number 30,
Franco Finn knocking it out of the park with the entire roster. Coletta, when it's the home opener, you got to give Franco a throat lozenge. I mean, you go through the whole roster there at full volume.
Yeah, he's going hard.
He is. The Blazers come in at 2-2. They got a really good split, beating the Lakers, losing to the Clippers. Warriors at 2-2. Ugly first 2 games, and then some nice wins in Chicago and Detroit. Blazers Warriors tonight and Sunday in the beginning of a 7-game homestand and the first action of the season for Draymond Green, former Warrior assistant Terry Stotts. And I just love when Damian Lillard and Steph Curry go back and forth. I mean, to me, if you love basketball, these guys are such great leaders, they're such great players, and they have redefined distance shooting in the NBA.
Box office, must-see TV with those two. And this Portland Trailblazer team, they can score. You got your work cut out for you on the defensive end if you're the Warriors. You got Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, monster backcourt, throwing Melo. Don't be surprised if you see Kelly Oubre on Damian Lillard a little bit tonight with his length. Get some length on Damian, give him a different look. But on the other side, the question mark for me with this Portland Trailblazer team is still on the defensive side for them. They are the worst defensive team in the league right now, early in the season, obviously, but they struggled there last year. So if the Warriors execute like we saw them do against the Pistons and the Bulls, you should be able to get what you want. And you got Draymond Green back, too, so the flow should be better offensively. I can't wait for this to get started.
Yeah, James Wiseman and Draymond, that tandem at the 4-5 spot defensively, and then now Draymond's assist. You know, look at the Warrior leader in assists the last couple of years. It's not Steph.
Draymond.
It's Draymond Green.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, don't be surprised, too, if the Warriors attack the boards against this Portland Trailblazer team. They give up a lot of second-chance points. I think it's more because they struggle defensively guarding after the offensive rebound. So if you get the offensive rebound, they'll give up the second-chance point.
Curry, Kelly Oubre, Wiggins, Wiseman, and Draymond Green for the Dubs.
Wait a minute.
Wiseman catch and shoot. It whips in from distance to begin the ballgame for a deep 2.
Their first play is a Steph to James Wiseman wide pin down, 1-5. Incredible.
Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum, Derrick Jones Jr., Yusef Nurkic, and Robert Covington. Jones coming over from Miami. Covington coming over via trade. And this is going to be really interesting for Terry Stotts because in the bubble, they were the superstars. And, you know, got to play the Lakers in the first round, and that was our first dose of what will be this 7, 8, 9, 10 tournament for the first time.
But this Portland team, can they keep Nurkic healthy? He was out all last year with an injury most of last year, then he came back to the playoffs. That's a moving screen from Nurkic. You can't do it. Kelly Oubre points to the other side. You got it right, Mr. Official.
Well, Scott Foster with Mark Ayotte and then the rookie Nate Green are blowing the whistle. Scott Foster, probably the most distinguished referee we have in the game. 19 games in the finals over his 25 years. He's the crew chief. Wiggins holding with the shot clock at 11. Andrew will drive left. There's pretty good defense to force him left. Wiseman tried to tip, and here comes Lillard out of the pack. The push ahead, and Jones stumbled a bit. Wiseman showed there nicely on Lillard. Derrick Jones Jr. dropping in the 3. And when Covington and Jones are spacing out, you already have Lillard and a McCollum, and that's why every game against Portland seems like it's a track meet.
And that was Draymond's man, but he was inside helping to make sure they clogged that roller up, and he had a long closeout there. Derrick Jones Jr. was ready.
Oubre is fouled, and I believe he was trying to pass that, but we'll see what the ruling is.
You can attack the basket against this team. You can cut back door against this team. Again, just stay ready, continue to move. Bodies moving, ball moving. They'll have problems on this side.
Oubre around Wiseman, little jumper on the way. Kelly had a double-digit scoring night in Detroit, and his first 3 went down and the whole bench exploded.
Well, that was a mid-range jumper. Look, close quarters ball screen, and Nurkic is just playing off of that ball screen. So look for the Warriors to maybe keep attacking him.
Nurkic missing the baby hook, and for Wiseman, play the D, be big, don't foul. And he did that beautifully in the fourth quarter in Detroit.
So good to see Draymond bringing the ball off the floor again.
Steph's like, oh, good, another guy. Curry 3, rimming that out, and Covington the easy rebound. So it's just underway. First 2 minutes in at Chase Center. These two teams tonight and Sunday. Lillard bothered there by Wiggins, and the rebound with Oubre dropping it off to Steph.
That's smart from Wiggins. Got to fight over that ball screen with Damian Lillard and just try to contest from the side or from the back.
Oh, Draymond directing traffic. And off his leg. Now remember, it's been 307 days since Draymond Green played in a basketball game.
Yeah, McCollum was shaking his head. Man, that man's rusty. That wasn't because you played D. I don't think he stripped it or anything. He's trying to bury him down there.
Well, Steph's got Covington. And they try to post him up. That's not really his game. Nurkic for three. And so 2 triples for Portland early.
2 defenders went with the cutter and left Nurkic open at the three-point line. He does shoot that pretty solidly.
Nurkic came over from Denver for the Nuggets. Mason Plumlee was acquired nationally in Detroit.
With Draymond and Wiseman working together.
Wiseman catch shoot, but this time short.
He does like that face-up jumper.
He does. C.J. McCollum averaged 28 a game a year ago. Portland may not shoot any twos tonight. It'll be nothing but threes for the Blazers.
CJ is so good. That was against a good defender, Draymond Green. Didn't even get much separation. That's just one-on-one game talent.
Wiseman, nice screen. Steph off back iron. And Covington the rebound in motion.
You see they're attacking Nurkic's man because he's so far off any of those exchanges. Oh, man.
Robert Covington, he started the season like Oubre. He was 1 of 13 on threes. He got on track a little bit against the Clippers. Blazers have 12. There are 4 made threes. Wiggins pops out with the shot clock at 7. Wiseman, good screen. Wiggins trying to get downhill at 3 and rimmed it out. But Wiseman nearly came up with it, and he bothered McCollum enough to get the Warriors another possession.
James Wiseman has the green light to go the offensive glass. Just attack the boards, grab everything, get some extra possessions.
I'm watching Draymond's minutes because I think it's going to be burst of...
Yeah, he'll get his win back.
Steph Curry behind Wiseman. Just hide behind the big kid and let the greatest shooter in the world do what he does.
Well, they're getting movement into the primary action. Steph set a back screen there. His defender helps just a little bit. He gets a little separation before he comes off that main screen to get that jumper. It's just good offense.
Yeah, Juan Toscano. Draymond's coming out at the next stoppage. Gets and shoot. Man. McCollum looked down, still made it.
That's that little wheel action. It ends with a flare screen. They love that flare screen action. And if you're Wiggins, you try to fight over a little better.
Draymond attacking. Oubre, catch and shoot 3. When I said Portland was going to make nothing but threes, I was being facetious, but... Good defense by McCollum. Had to pick up the dribble.
So he stayed down.
Got it into Nurkic. Flipping it up and in. And so the Blazers have come out just loaded offensively tonight.
Nurkic has a soft touch there. He loves that floater. Draymond Green got in from the weak side, but he just stopped short. He's always under control. So a crazy fast start. These Warriors definitely got to guard the three-point line. They were in the league when it comes to three-point percentage last season.
January 9th, Wild Card Weekend starts on NBC.
And here we go.
2 games, 2 shots at glory.
That is impossible.
Wild Card Weekend on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
I feel like I'm the good kind of spicy. It means you got an egg.
I think he's got some and I got some
I don't know about your Patience doesn't equal spicy. Sonic chicken.
S&G Carpet has offered with showrooms featuring Northern California's largest selection of flooring, all backed by S&G's no surprise guarantee and promise to beat any written estimate by 10%. Go to sgcarpet.com for the showroom nearest you or to schedule a free in-home consultation.
S&G, more than carpet, where quality is affordable.
All the parts that you need to keep her on the road. For work, for school, everywhere you go. But sometimes they can be hard to find. Rock Auto's got the parts for whatever you drive. Upkeep on that work truck, you just save some big bucks. All the parts you're looking for delivered to your front door. All the parts your car will ever need. Rock Auto. All the parts your car will ever need. RockAuto.com.
Where else can you get this type of drama?
Where else does history hang from the rafters? Where else is your own city home to your biggest rival?
And 30 feet is still in range.
Where else can a city this loud be this slept on?
Where else is history still in the making?
Oh my goodness! Basketball brilliance on display.
Well, the Buick drive of the game, we just have to see this Plumlee, and then how many 98 games in their life after 3 college games?
You can tell he's got a ton of confidence in that handle because any breaks loose and just goes on. So he's making moves. It's not just. So that's a tough thing for bigs like him to do, but he does it seemingly pretty easily.
Part of the Taco Bell take. Good shot by Wiggins, but back iron. And the Warriors are scuffling early, 3 of 9, while the Blazers are hitting every 3. Dame Lillard, he will get the body bump and lay it up and in. And this is going to be an education for Wiseman. Lillard makes sure he gets contact when he drives.
It's a high ball screen. Steph gets screened, so he's behind. And you think about the lateral quickness with James Wiseman. It's tough just in general to move your feet and stay in front of Dame Lillard. But when he's got a head of steam like far out, it's almost impossible.
And the steal, Eric Jones Jr., good length on defense. Trying to land the knockout blow early in the first quarter. Lillard finally misses. Juan Toscano-Anderson is in for Draymond. Who said that sub was coming?
They're hungry. They came off of a loss.
Wiseman catch and shoot 3, and see now it's 20-7. He's got to be aware, maybe a little something closer to the basket with the way Portland's going, and now Wiseman picks up another foul. So it's just the game situation awareness for the kid.
That's just a veteran move. Tricks up his sleeves. Nurkic just had a quick post up in transition, did his work early, and just turned and came up underarms.
And the reason we talk about that is Looney checks. Right?
Yep.
So just with a lot on the shot clock, work.
Exactly. I said if you execute, you get what you want and move the ball around, get that defense working from side to side.
Nurkic using that big body. Curry hides behind Looney. And Steph has started 1 of 4. The Warriors have opened 3 of 12 here.
See how Derek Jones Jr. spun through that pick?
Lillard is just in absolute attack mode.
He's just a step quicker. The Warriors are a little late, not ready.
The last couple of games getting some first quarter opportunity and attacking the basket, which, as we've said, is not that difficult sometimes against the Blazers.
The handle's on display there for Kent Bazemore.
Bazemore's in there for defense to deal with Lillard. They're running everything through Nurkic, and kind of an excuse me foul as he just having to fall down in the lane.
We got to look at this block. You see Juan Toscano down there. there. And there to help just late. And then how about Ken Bazemore? He's like, I haven't played the last few games. I'm about to ball out. I'm trying to stay out here, prove my worth. I'm not just out here for defense. I got game.
And this is the problem when you foul Lillard and others early. You see the Blazers get into the bonus. So when Nurkic just takes a dive in the lane, it's free throws. Here's one of your former teammates.
There he is.
Carmelo Anthony, 15th all-time in the NBA in scoring.
Yeah, he's had an incredible career, and it's really cool to see him accept his role with this team. And he's still having a nice impact.
They needed more offense on this team?
I know, right?
Yeah, Carmelo super subbed as a scorer. Like you said, totally different mindset. Bazemore down the lane. That's going to be an offensive foul. Lillard taking that charge.
Well, you like Ken Bazemore coming in the game trying to get aggressive and bring some energy to it. He's got kind of a step on CJ McCollum, but just good awareness outside that restricted circle.
And as Cantor is checked in for Portland, that's the tag team center tandem for the Blazers. So Oubre's got Lillard. Bazemore trying to deal with McCollum. And early on in Portland, 8 of 14, and they're striping threes. The Warriors are 4 of 14. After shooting 50% in Detroit, the Warriors have had a bunch of clunkers here at 29% in this first quarter.
Blazers are locked in. They're at a different speed right now. Warriors got to match that intensity on both ends.
Like I said, the Blazers road trip, they played the Lakers and the Clippers. Man, that's royalty in the West. McCollum from deep. Oh, man.
I don't care how far out he is. He's got range under his ball screen like that. Sometimes you can use your instincts and be super selective and try to get through like you did there, but not that time.
I mean, Steph is even missing wide open shots now. 1 of 5 for Curry. And the Warriors can't throw it in the bay right now. Lillard unable to finish there. Bazemore pushing it back. If Curry misses that one, and he did, that is an ominous sign. They always say the first home game after a long road trip can be rugged. The Warriors shooting in this first quarter is ugly. McCollum dropping that in. I mean, you have the Warriors 1 of 6 on threes, and the Blazers are 7 of 8.
Yeah, just working out a pick and roll.
Steph continues to attack.
Switch this thing up. The threes aren't falling. Let's get to the hard. They got to figure out what they're doing on these pick and rolls, because the big that last time down, Kevon Looney just wasn't.
Network at a record pace. We were the first to bring 5G nationwide. And now that Sprint is a part of T-Mobile, we're turning up the speed, upgrading over 1,000 towers a month with ultra-capacity 5G to bring speeds as fast as Wi-Fi to cities and towns across America. And we're adding more every week. Coverage and speed. Who says you?
Wow, a new Buick for me?
To James, from James. That's just what I wanted.
Is this a new Buick?
I Secret Santa'd myself.
I shouldn't have. I have been very good this year.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Don't forget you this holiday season. Get an SUV from Buick. Now everyone can get GM employee pricing on most Buick SUV models. Or current eligible lessees get this low mileage lease on this 2020 Encore GX for around $239 per month.
This week on The Upper Hands,
Special guest Flo challenges the hand models to show off the ease of comparing rates with Progressive's Home Quote Explorer. International hand model John gets personal.
Your wayward pinky is grotesque.
Then, a high-stakes patty cake battle royale ends in triumph.
You have the upper hand.
It's a race to the lowest rate and so much more.
At Domino's. And with Domino's Carside Delivery, you can conveniently stay in your car while you do it. Just pull up, check in online, and we'll quickly bring your food to you.
Thank you.
So you don't have to get out to get carry out. Like Denny here.
Hey, Hamlin. I like your PJs.
PJs? Stay in the driver's seat with Domino's Carside Delivery.
Warriors basketball. I'd be just like, well, everybody's celebrating me today. This is great.
There you go. So for the Warriors, it's kind of put together 3-4 minutes here. I mean, the Blazers are just on one offensively, and that's the mindset. We saw Wiseman take the early three. Make Portland guard you and Juan Toscano Anderson today. Closer to the basket, draw a foul, just change up the rhythm of this game.
And they changed sides of the floor there, right? It started on one side with Steph getting the ball screen, getting downhill, getting into the paint. The defense collapses, then you're able to kick it out. You get some long closeouts, you attack the long closeouts, open up, packing the basket. And we talked about
Portland, shot clock is not reset. So, you know, John Wall played the other night. Achilles, DeMarcus Cousins, Achilles, Kevin Durant, Achilles. You know why I say that? For my friend Klay Thompson.
There you go.
Guys are coming back and playing just fine after that.
Kevin Durant, John Wall looks crazy quick out there.
Curry missing the three. Rodney Hood and Wiggins. And Hood is another scorer off the bench.
Big post.
Carmelo, this is his office here.
Yep, right shoulder.
And rim that one out. And the rebound foul on the Warriors. Cantor will go to the offensive glass repeatedly, so he's the one guy that you have to be aware of.
Yeah, he's looking to have an impact on that side. Yeah, here Juan Toscano just
of the game 25 at checkout. Shop.warriors.com. So the Blazers not only hitting 7 threes, but have been to the line 7 times. Phenomenal offensive quarter, but made worse by the fact that the Warriors are missing repeatedly, and they're missing open shots. And Bazemore cashes in an open 3.
Hezzy set that up. He was able to get to the basket there and draw the defense in. Be ready to shoot.
McCollum kind of running things while Lillard gets the rest. C.J. McCollum misfiring that rebound. Everybody boxed out and hit the ground. That's when you know. Bazemore's hit 2.
Oh, Bazemore's come in ready to play.
8 points in 5 minutes off the bench.
He is about his business. Attack mode.
And Bazemore, the Warriors have only 7 made shots. He's made 3 of them. Cantor inside again and another.
Kevon Looney tried to strip that one again, just get him on the way up, but came across his body. How about Bazemore just being ready to play? Steph sees he's rolling, he's running the floor, just stop short of the three-point line, knock it in. He's got that in his game, giving them a boost off the bench.
Well, both lines have been a problem. The 7 of 9 on threes and 9 free throw attempts in the first quarter for the Blazers. Eric Paschall will get his first playing time for the final minute here. Paschall played a little small ball center in Detroit with Marquise Chris out for a significant amount of time. Steve Kerr is kind of shuttling guys at the 5 spot.
Yep. Going small. You definitely like Paschall at the center position because he can beat a lot of centers with his speed, and he can hold his own on the defensive end.
Blazer lead was as large as 20, and then Bazemore turning that over. Collins on Bazemore. In the lane.
Cantor is still dizzy.
16 first quarter points on 6 of 8 shooting. And so the Blazers had the lead as high as 20. It's at 15 at the end of 1. For the Warriors, 38% shooting to the Blazers 52. But Portland 7 of 10 on threes as they build the 15-point advantage.
Bathala na sana ay hindi na siya luluha pa, na sana ay hindi na siya mag-iisa, na sana lang
At some point, defensively, you got to stop the Blazers without fouling. He's got so much game down there. It's just second nature to him. He's so creative. He knows exactly what to do, how to react when the defense does anything. And that's against a long defender in Andrew Wiggins, but he feels advantage when it comes to his strength. So he just crab dribble, keep backing him down and get to where he's comfortable. 18 years in the league at 36 years of age, 15th all-time in NBA history in scoring. Eric Paschall with the wing jumper. So it's Paschall, Wiggins, Brad Wanamaker, Michael Mulder, and Damian Lee. That time it's just a face-up and jab step. He loves that move. Paschall down the lane. That is a blocking foul. They're going to count the basket. Okay, put the hand down. He's able to step through. Never dribbled again, so that was a continuation. Simons is another shooter off the Blazer bench. Simons and Lillard with Carmelo Anthony, Rodney Hood, and Enes Kanter. Simons. Have anyone other than Dame or Carmelo shoot? That was a little bit of a zone look. Scored 5 straight and have the assist. Kanter just backing up on him, and Paschall.
Nawala na ng saysay ang pagmamahal na kay tagal ko rin binubuo, na kay tagal ko rin hindi sinuko. Pinaliwala niya ko dahil sa'yo, dahil sa'yo. Ito nang huling awit na iyong maririnig. Ito nang huling tingin na dati kang kinikilig. Ito nang huling araw ng mga yakap ko't halik. Ito na, ingatan mo siya.
January 4th.
Toyota, let's go places.
Let's do it. She's framing me. We're dealing with a dirty cop.
What do you want from me?
You took something from me, and I'm gonna get it back.
Try to do it, it'll be super compact, but he would get it out super wide, and that's what made defenders bite almost every time when they knew it was coming.
3 Warrior team fouls. Blazers have committed 2, and we are early in this quarter. Lillard from deep. Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum both spent all 4 years in college. Dame at Weber State and McCollum at Lehigh, and they came into the league as polished players.
I think the biggest thing with guarding those two is don't get discouraged.
Yes.
Make them take the toughest shot you can. They're going to hit ridiculous shots. Just run back.
Michael Mulder missing the 3. Simons with the rebound.
Look, Carmelo wants it on the other side. He's got Wanamaker in there, a small defender. He was pointing.
Wanamaker on the switch. Mulder's got to dig down, except he's trying to dig off of Lillard. Skip pass to Covington. Nice defense by Damian Lee. And then a good closeout on Simons. You just got to credit the Blazers. Wow. That's great ball movement because that was good Warrior defense.
Unbelievable.
And sometimes you have nights where you make everything, and 9 of 14 on threes feels like that night. Wiggins step back.
Like that.
Very comfortable for Andrew Wiggins.
It's a good play. Got a cross screen. Get him the ball there in mid-post. A little step back. Quick move. Quick decision. That's good for your offense.
Steve Kerr rotating bodies on Lillard. This time it's Wiggins. Simons, same spot. Instant replay. Same result.
Well, he's shooting 35% this season from three-point range. They like him. They're high on him.
Well, IMG Academy. He didn't go to college. Derrick Jones Jr. made Wiggins give it up. Wanamaker wanted that 3, but ends up being a turnover. Covington, and a re-steal by Wanamaker. Stop the break.
Yeah, you like him sprinting back after the mistake.
Damian Lee barely in his hands and rattling that out. These are threes you can live with. It's just one team's 10 of 16 and one team's 4 of 13. And the constant fouling of Lillard. You have every Warrior beyond frustrated at this juncture.
He's in attack mode. He does not like the way he played last game against the Clippers. And he heard the whistle blow, and then he shot it. He was about to pass that one, I think, but now they're not going to give it to him.
Yeah, that Clipper game, 3 of 14, 0 for 8 on threes. And so you knew Lillard coming to, and in this league, it's too fast. Didn't get that rebound, but Damian Lee bailed him out. And Wiggins, draw the foul and flip it up and out.
It's good attack from Andrew Wiggins.
So we were talking about Tim Hardaway's crossover. You know, a Warrior guy wears number 10 who crosses over just like Wanamaker did earlier. But Tim Hardaway's crossover was a thing of beauty.
It's so fast. Every defender in the league knew this was coming. I didn't see the crossover there, but that was a good move. Here it comes. That's a crossover, but I want to see the through there. Oh, well, I thought he was going to do it. It goes through the legs and then he crosses over. Well, we didn't get it, but those are great moves, but I'm talking about the one where he goes through the legs and then crosses back over the other way. But that just shows he had some versatility when it came to his handle. He didn't just have one move.
So Wiggins splitting the free throws.
More full court press.
This has played into the Warriors' length on the road games in Detroit and Chicago.
They're back in his zone. Look at Melo in the middle.
Covington. And that's a great hustle closeout by Wiggins, his former teammate in Minnesota. And Wanamaker having it denied at the rim. Wiggins catch and shoot 3, and that's flat. Now, with this second unit, you have to remember you're playing with Wiseman. It's okay to throw him the ball every once in a while. Simons. And then there's Wiseman with the rebound.
The thing I like about Wiseman guarding the pick and roll, he can back up and be in drop coverage, but he's still closer than you think because he's so long. So sometimes offensive players are a little indecisive with him.
You know, throw the ball back to him. And he missed the jumper there. Opened the game with the jumper from that spot. But as they took advantage of Cantor, if you get Nurkic spaced out, you can take advantage of him lifted out of the lane too.
Well, I was looking at Melo the whole time, ducking in from the weak side.
He had the post up.
They had the rest of the defense lifted, so that's a perfect scenario for him to just duck in, try to catch his defender off guard.
Well, you were teammates with him in New York.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you got a Melo story for me?
Yeah, well, he's he's got so many moves when it comes to mid-post work, post-ups, just one-on-one game. And one thing I noticed with him, I played with him in New York. Well, I was on the same team with him. He can spend hours just working on his game, but in one spot. Super resolute. Like, you know how most guys, when they work out, they need to move around. They need to shoot a 3 for 15 minutes. They need to, mid-post work for 15 minutes. He'll spend hours just going mid-post work, jabs, one-on-one moves, spin move, jab and jumpers, just post-ups. And he'll just stay down there the whole time. And that's something I could never do as a player. I would get bored. I would just get bored if I spent the whole time, like 2 hours, 3 hours, working on just that part of my game. And that's why players like him and Kyrie Irving and even Kobe, I was talking to Kobe, he was talking about the same thing with his workout. He's super resolute. He'll spend hours in one spot just working on his pivot game. All kinds of different moves from there. And that's why they're just so instinctive when it comes to their one-on-one game.
Yeah, and that's how you have it where you're the 15th leading scorer in the history of the game. That is a great play by Jones. When Jones signed as a free agent and they got Covington, you're like, wait a minute, they've improved. Carmelo missing there, rebound Steph Curry. Curry, Damian Lee with Oubre, along with Wiseman and Wiggins attacking down the lane, reversing it up and in. Andrew Wiggins, he has that move.
Yeah, that was nifty there. Crafty finishes.
Portland had led by 20. They're playing with that double-digit lead, and Damian Lillard is just attacking relentlessly.
Yeah, he shielded the ball with his body, and a little double pump there. That was crafty, too.
So Carmelo did the damage with his 7 points off the bench, but
he's going to save this. Damian Lee is from going out of bounds and then find Andrew Wiggins. No one's on him. No one gets to him until it's too late at the basket. Just making the adjustment. Jumps in between two defenders jumping at him. That's some and one mixtape type stuff there.
Well, Wiggins 8, Bazemore's 8, leading the Warriors. Portland has had a lot of attention on Steph. Damian Lee attacking.
That's nice.
Didn't we just say you could take advantage of Nurkic if he's lifted in the lane because he doesn't move very well?
Did you see how he subtly jumped backwards once he got by Nurkic to negate his shot blocking ability? Just jump straight into his body. You'll draw the contact, probably get the foul, but you make it much tougher for Nurkic to try to block your shot.
I mean, he's 7 foot 290. You know, you're not going to back him down. He's an oak tree, but if you have him up top and make him move, that's where you can put him in jeopardy.
They attack him in pick and roll because he doesn't like to guard the perimeter. He wants to drop coverage and back up. And a lot of times you could take up that space or you could throw a hezzy at him like Steph did with Cantor. But that's just a good attack from Lee. I think there was a little bit of a hesitation there from Lee, but then he got by him and then he jumped backwards into him.
So for the Warriors, you're still grinding in this game. I mean, Portland is just rolling. They have been beautiful offensively. You got 5 minutes before halftime to try to get a little traction here as McCollum flat and Wiseman inhales that rebound. It'll be a good time for a Curry flurry here. Steph is 3 of 9 in the first half. Behind the back to Wiseman, and then Nurkic falls into a foul, and that'll be free throws.
Steph is tapping his chest. He picked up his dribble a little early. He never does that.
And Nurkic, that's his third foul. Terry Stotts is not going to appreciate his big man picking up that. He's kind of telling him, why are you fouling Wiseman there? You don't need to do that.
Wiseman was probably going to try to face up. Yeah, Steph picked up his dribble, and Wiseman saw he's like, let me give you an outlet. And Nurk is just a little over-aggressive. You got to be smarter, especially when you got multiple fouls already.
So Cantor's got to come back in. Wiseman makes the first free throw. James Wiseman, 3 college games, KG veteran now with 5 NBA games under his belt. All of 19 years of age. I still can't get over when he welcomed the Bay Area, the Chinese American population, by speaking Mandarin at his press conference. Just because that's what you do in high school, Kalena. You pick up Mandarin as a side language because it's so easy.
He's an impressive young man.
Man, I tell you, I love him.
I used to think people that were bilingual or just knew multiple languages were geniuses, because I tried to learn Spanish, and that was a problem.
The problem there is Oubre played great defense on Lillard. Wiseman went behind the back. Wiseman down the lane again, and an offensive foul.
See, that's the next level. You love the handle, leading the break, but Covington just saw the big man coming. He was timing him up the whole time. And that's the thing. He went behind the back and he looked down. And I think that's when let's see him look down, and that's when Covington was able to slide over. As soon as he looked up, he's like, oh no, Covington's right there. He wasn't ready to stop or sidestep or Euro step or do something.
And if Scott Foster calls that a charge, you know it is one. Normally guys are sliding, but Covington, that was perfect. Look at Lillard.
That's just tricks.
Hey, give me 3 free throws.
Tricks up his sleeve for days. He knows Kelly Oubre is a good defender. He's got length. He's kind of in recovery mode, trying to fight over the screen. That's a problem with these great shooters nowadays, these smart players like Damian Lillard. They know you want to go over the screen. And that time, Kelly Oubre reached in there, maybe a little over-aggressive, but you go over that, you're going to be behind him. He can just stop before you think he's going to stop, and you run into his back or you reach in. It's just tough.
You can check out the Dubs Talk podcast presented by Wendy's. All the latest Dubs discussion, Warrior guest, part of the NBC Sports Podcast Network. So download that. I actually think if that's Scott Foster or Mark Ayotte just sideline out of bounds, it's the rookie official Nate Green, and he fell for the, hey, he reached in, because Lillard had not begun his shooting motion at all. He waited for the contact, then faked the shot, because he's cagey enough to get 3 free throws out of it. So Steve Kerr going to stop things here. You're down 15. There's 4:07 remaining in the first half. Lillard and McCollum have put on a show so far, building the Portland advantage.
Fall in. On a budget? Try the new $1 Your Way menu at Burger King, featuring a flame-grilled bacon cheeseburger. Value this good is hard to find anywhere else. The new $1 Your Way menu, now at Burger King. Your way,
bawat kailan, sino't saan, ikaw lamang ang kasagutan. Bawat kanan at kaliwa, kung di mo man o ilaga ang bawat daan mo ay patungo pabalik sa'yo. Kung ang puso ko ay imamapan, ikaw ang dulo, ang gitna't simula.
Welcome back. We have to go back to Denver. Things got crazy at the end. Chris Paul pulling up and hits the jumper. Then
The Joker.
the Joker hits the 3. Jamal Murray. Triple coverage.
It was.
Pump fake. Doesn't get it to go, though.
The Phoenix Suns.
They
rolling.
Win by a triple. Hey, everybody, I'm Allie LaForce with Steve Smith, and our halftime show is coming up, presented by American Express. We also welcome in the one and only Candace Parker. Love the bling for the new year, girlfriend.
Well, thank you. Happy New Year to you both.
Thank you, Candace. I do too. I like that bling. I still want that hoop in the back. That hoop is nice.
That's a little, it's okay. It's good. You know, we get
That
there.
one I could actually dunk on. All right, Candace, I asked you about Chris Paul. He was 6 for 12 tonight, 6 assists. He also hit all 8 of his free throws. Just the influence of a veteran like that on a young upcoming team who has a ton of potential. How have you seen it manifest itself even this early in the season?
Well, honestly, Chris Paul went to Phoenix to be that guy, and we saw what he was able to do with OKC and in OKC with that young talent. I think he's going to do the same for Book. Book is an amazing scorer, so for Chris Paul to have the ball in his hands at the end of the game, I mean, that says a lot about who he is as a leader and a veteran in this league.
More thoughts to come at halftime, but for now, we send it back out to Mr. Fitzgerald and Azubuike.
Remember, too, the court's 94 by 50, so mid-court is 47 feet. They both warm up on shots that are basically at half court and shoot jumpers.
Well, they were going back and forth on Instagram talking about, hey, you going to pull from half court? I'll do it if you do it.
Damian Lee missing that corner three, and these are just the shots the Warriors have to go down. This quarter's been even at 21 apiece as McCollum misses there, but Portland built the 15-point lead at the end of one, and, you know, the dunk still works as Cantor flushes that through. I mean, there is such a preoccupation with the three right now in the NBA. Like, 2 passes will get you a dunk against most teams.
Exactly. A lot of bigs are shooting threes now, trying to expand their game. That's smart.
Curry! Okay. If Lillard says, you reach and I want to go to the line, Steph says, if you reach, I'll just toss it in.
Derrick Jones Jr. was just trying to make sure he doesn't give him any airspace. How about a little spin move? He knew Derrick Jones Jr. was just in recovery mode. He's like, I got to get back out there. That's too good of a move. He lost me. Let me get back in front of this dude. And Curry's like, oh, gotcha. Shot fake, jump right back into you, and one.
So that will be Derrick Jones Jr. with his 3rd foul.
So creative with the handle.
So now Draymond comes in with Pascal. And this is where Steve Kerr is still experimenting with combinations. Draymond's first game of the year.
I was waiting for them to put Pascal in because Cantor was in there, but as soon as he came in, Cantor's gone.
McCollum.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. C.J. McCollum. You know, he was barely 6 feet at Lehigh and then had a little growth spurt. And then that made him an NBA player. Initially, people are like, Lehigh, and he's 6 feet tall, and it's not going to work out for him. But 6'3" made a little difference.
McCollum is a monster.
Draymond Green, first shot of the season, and rimmed that out. And there is the shot from the Ferry Building, and Lillard missing on that deep three.
Oubre Jr. contested it pretty well. He wasn't caught off guard.
And Steph, okay, you want to bump into me? And
that's 4 for Derrick Jones Jr.
He said, I got to get away from this Curry guy.
That shot fake, got to respect the shooter, man. He throws a shot fake up there, you jump out of the gym. That's Steph throwing that. Got to contest everything he throws up. He didn't even really get the ball all the way up above his head. It was just a little tiny head fake. Yeah. Moved the ball just a little bit.
Now that is correctly called not a shooting foul. This will be only 2 free throws. Because Steph did the same thing Lillard did. Felt the contact. Oh, I was shooting. Mm-hmm. And you know who started that whole trend? James Harden.
Oh yeah.
You know, all the reach-ins and that stuff, and these guys are so good and so crafty. And so Steph continues the perfect season from the line and extends that Warrior franchise record of consecutive free throws made. And I think 97, Michael Williams, 96 is the NBA record. Steph's got 23 more, 24 more.
Lillard could have cut back door there. Andrew Wiggins was on the wrong side of him.
And Lillard missed the layup. Here comes Draymond the other way. Pascal tried to set that screen. And Oubre on the weak side. There it is. All the attention on Curry on one side, which makes the weak side slasher really available.
That's what happens when you switch sides of the floor.
Yes.
Kelly Oubre, no one was really on him when he caught the ball. He just went into attack.
Down 20 to within 12 and an offensive foul on Carmelo. And Oubre draws the offensive foul.
And Kelly Oubre immediately points to the other side. I got to say, that was a little embellishment, I think. I mean, I think that was a good screen. But hey, sometimes you got to be a good actor in this league.
Did you see the little wink at McCollum?
Yeah. Watch. Carmelo's pretty set right here. He puts a little shoulder into it, maybe a little more, but that's a good screen in my book.
Yes, it is a good screen. Steph on the drop-off, and then Pascal fouled.
Steph making plays. Pascal in the right place at the right time.
You know, when Kelly Oubre went down like that, somewhere Manu Ginobili was smiling.
You see how quick he bounced back up and was pointing to the other side?
Monty would run into a screen and act like he was electrocuted.
Carmelo was pleading his case. Like, what am I supposed to do? I wasn't moving. I was in a stationary position.
Yes, you were, Carmelo.
He was stationary in that clip there, too.
You know, Eric Paschal in the 2 starting roles struggled with Draymond out, but the 2 bench roles, he had 25 points. He was fantastic.
His plus-minus this game is going to be through the roof. Every time he comes in, the Warriors cut into the lead. It's down to 10 now.
Well, he's got 9 off the bench in only 7 minutes, and they've cut the 20-point deficit in half.
Momentum. Thank you, Mr. Eric Paschal.
McCollum is no fun to cover. Covington catch and shoot. And as long as it's not Lillard or McCollum, you can live with it.
They weren't really ready for that double team up top from McCollum. I don't think Covington was really ready to attack.
Draymond sets the screen. Curry missing, and Wiggins guides it home.
Now it's single digits, trying to end this half strong, have some momentum going into the third. Warriors forgot about him on the baseline.
They've had the edge in play here in the second quarter. It's an 8-0 Dubs run.
Look, they're ready to help the helper. Look at Eric Paschal on the baseline.
Lillard, Carmelo. Lillard gets Paschal on the switch. The kick out to Carmelo Anthony. His 3 is perfect. Hall of Famer to Hall of Famer right there.
Yeah, Draymond came off of him, and they had to X out. Steph had to close out to Carmelo on the weak side, just a tad bit late.
Oubre attacking and getting to the line. I like Kelly Oubre's mindset tonight.
And if you saw Carmelo on the weak side, he was a tad bit late. I think he took a glance over to his right. Kelly Oubre took advantage of just the defense not being ready. Just rip it through, get by your man. It's the free throw line.
It's been a really good Warriors second quarter.
It has.
It's like a boxer that was staggered in round 1 because the Blazers got up 15 and just put it on them. And the Warriors just slowly but steadily kind of found their way here into the second. They've won the second quarter. Wiggins has 10. You have Paschal's 9 off the bench. Oubre has been slashing and scoring. And the Warriors are 16 of 17 from the line.
Well, the Blazers just had more of a sense of urgency to start the game.
Yes.
And that can happen coming off of a road trip. Warriors are feeling good. They got 2 wins.
Oubre hitting them both, and it's a single-digit ball game. Can't quite freeze it out. About a 3-second game shot clock difference. Steph is looking to, he'll leave Covington. Otherwise, Lillard's going to take Oubre by himself.
You just see man and ball if you're Steph.
And Lillard on the skip. It's Carmelo. Good closeout. The reload. And Carmelo Anthony hits a 3.
He is on 1.
13 off the bench for Carmelo.
Eric Paschal got a long closeout there.
Draymond to end the half. And that will do it. You know, 9 felt a lot better than 12. And Carmelo Anthony and Lillard back-to-back 3s to keep the Warriors in.
Okay, there's a look at the games for tonight. 9 games in the books. We're going to take you through all of them throughout the night. Steve Smith, Candace Parker, and I will have you covered. And we're at halftime, of course, of our final game. So as we take you to break, get ready for some LeBron James highlights and more NBA action when we come back.
1 in 7 children may face hunger due to the pandemic. We want to do our part this holiday. For every purchase made on DealDash.com, the fair and honest bidding site, 1 meal will be donated to children and families in need through a local organization and food banks. Buy a bid pack and 1 meal is donated. Win and buy anything and 1 meal is donated. This holiday, save up to 90%. DealDash.com.
Guys, living on junk food? Stop. Eat real
Baka pwede lang kahit pa pasaring sa sarili ko'y magsisinungaling. Parang tangang kausap ang tala at buwan, naghihintay ng meron sa gitna ng kawalan. Baka pwede lang kahit pa pasagod at sugatan. Pag-ahon ko sa lupa'y iwanan lang naman. Hindi ko lang lumayo. Kahit na anong gawin, sinusuway ko pa rin. Kahit na pagod na ako sa'yo. Parang tangang kausap ang tala at buwan, naghihintay ng meron sa gitna ng kawalan. Natutong lumipad kahit pagod at sugatan. Pag-ahon ko sa lupa'y iiwanan na naman.
55 to 42. Tatum brought the Celtics back. Basically, a pair of them made it happen for Boston as they
Broken windshield, take one.
Hey guys, my windshield just got broken. I feel like I need to blow off some steam. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Mr. Blanks, there's no need to be stressed. Geico makes it easy to file a claim online, on the app, or over the phone.
Yeah, but what if I never hear back? That's gonna make me want to go, Jack.
Nope, your Geico claims team is always there for you.
That makes me want to celebrate with some fireworks. 5, 6, 7, go. Boom, 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 boom.
Geico, great service with
Down every road is a story. The farther you go, the more wild and unexpected they get. But those are the ones you remember, and tell and retell. So you need the right machine to find them. A machine that's tough and enduring. That's why we build the only machine just barrel express.
Sa kabila ng kasalanan.
Dame Dollar. Bolt 24 Energize is lower in sugar and has caffeine. That's hype. Bolt 24.
107.5. Tinanggap mo ako. Nakaraay kinalimutan mo. Ngayon ako'y sa'yo. 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 Niyakap mong mahigpit, palapit sa'yo. Wala na ngang hihigit sa pag-ibig mo. Pinawi mo lahat ng luha at kalungkutan sa aking puso. Inakala kong ika'y nabago. Lahat ay tinapos na. Kahit ginawa kang pansamantala, iniwang
Consent of the NBA.
You're watching the American Express Halftime Report. Shop small and support the places you love. Learn more at shopsmall.com.
Welcome back to the American Express Halftime Report. Candace, I come to you watching this Portland team play the Warriors. I mean, CJ McCollum has been out of his mind this season. He went to work this offseason, obviously, averaging 28 points on 44% shooting and 48% shooting from three. How impressed have you been with his performance so far?
I've been extremely impressed by the way in which and the efficient as he has been this season to start. Everybody knows that Portland's backcourt has to play well. He's shooting 48% from deep, 4 of 7 in this game, and I just like the pace at which he plays in. I think he's playing with teammates that know his spots, know his capabilities, but you know, this is something that he struggled with starting out last year. He didn't shoot the ball very well. And, you know, in the playoffs, at times, Portland has needed him to step up, and he hasn't. And this offseason, I don't know what he did, even if it's mindset, just coming into the season and being that scorer. Dropped 44 against the Rockets. He's really shown up to play. He's taken big shots at the end of games, playing outstanding defense, which is something that him and Dame know that to get Portland to the next level, they have to defend. And been extremely impressed with the way CJ McCollum is balling out this season.
Me too, and I feel like this team, they want to win games. They don't care who the leading scorer is. They all know their roles. Like you said, he takes pride in his defense. They go about it the right way. That has to have started with Damian Lillard years ago as he was persistent through the changes to the roster and all the injuries that Portland's been through.
You're so right, Allie. I mean, Damian Lillard is the guy that's just stuck with the Portland Trailblazers. He wants to be a Trailblazer, and as you can see, they're starting to get some pieces that's very complimentary to both these guys. And having CJ being able to carry the load, Dame Lillard's got off to a little bit of a slow start for the season, but we know what he can do. I was so impressed throughout his career, but in the bubble, what he did for the Portland Trail Blazers. But adding Robert Covington, Derrick Jones Jr., and if they get Zach Collins back, and they have Nurkic, this team, I think, can make a run. I picked Damian Lillard at the beginning of the season to be the MVP of the league. Come on, Dame. Don't prove me wrong. Get back up there.
All right, we send it back out to watch some more Dame action.
Worse. Like the Warriors only hit 4 threes to their 12 threes.
They're being outscored by 24 from the three-point line.
Got a nice lift off the bench with Eric Paschall.
Yeah, McCollum apparently halftime didn't slow him down at all. He opens with the bucket there, and he's got 20.
Man is playing like he's hungry.
So Steph with Draymond, Wiggins, James Wiseman, and Kelly Oubre Jr. And Wiggins spilled in the lane.
He set a flare screen for Steph. It was the right idea, just stumbled.
Robert Covington wing 3.
Yeah, took advantage of Andrew Wiggins being on the ground.
The summary of the first half is Portland hits all their open threes and the Warriors don't. It's not much more complicated than that. Kelly Oubre, great. We just had an illustration right there. Nurkic at the elbow. Back out to Covington. And, hey, a missed open 3. That did not happen, but Derrick Jones Jr. gets the Blazers another opportunity. Lillard misses a 3. And you've got a rebound foul on Draymond Green.
Well, the first defensive possession was really good. They rotated over from the weak side, left who they wanted to open. Just can't squeeze the defensive rebound. It happened twice.
The Warriors going to play quarter by quarter. Lost the first quarter by 15. Won the second quarter by 3. And Steve Kerr just wants to see segments of good basketball and figure out which rotations work the best. Covington, nice steal by Steph. He took the ball away. Steph touched it last. It'll be Portland ball with only 3 to shoot.
Well, Steph was able to reach in because he moved his feet first. And that's pretty good precision to strip that one without fouling. Pretty good crossover, but Steph recovered. The lateral quickness. He's got the flows on. Traction.
Covington beat the shot clock, and that's a rebound by Oubre there. Kelly Oubre will start it in transition, and Oubre lost the ball.
That was smart from Damian Lillard. Good gamble.
McCollum missing that 3, and Steph the easiest rebound of the night. Portland will lure you into that up and down, and finally a lob to Wiseman, and this time he's fouled.
They might challenge that one.
This will be something that the Warriors start to look at as the season progresses.
Portland may challenge this. I don't really... Yeah, there's a little arm action there, elbow action from Nurkic on the way up. Yeah, I don't know. I saw fingers waving up in the air, but maybe they're electing not to. Save it for later.
The catch radius
is everywhere
of someone whose wingspan is 7'8", and standing reach is 9'1".
But that's just him taking advantage of his physical tools. Just running the floor. He can beat Nurkic down the floor every single time if he gets on it. He gets on his horse.
And you played long enough that you know when big men run, you have to reward them.
Yeah, you can't waste that effort because you want him to keep doing that.
Exactly.
Reinforce that effort.
And Wiseman. Be curious what the free throw percentage looks like his rookie year, but I think as his career progresses, the free throw stroke looks fine for a big man.
Looks great. Nice high release point.
And pass behind Nurkic. Jones saved the turnover. Shot clock at 7. McCollum back to Nurkic. It's Steph with the rotation. And Nurkic, nice finish.
Wow. He made the adjustment. He just stepped around Steph. He saw him coming, under control. Nurkic is never in a hurry. That's solid for a big.
Yeah, very skilled. Wiseman and Steph again. The skip pass to Oubre. And the step back. And there's Wiseman on the glass inside. And we're going to have a jump ball. Covington and Wiseman, but you like James Wiseman. The lob one trip down, the offensive rebound the next time.
Told you, crash the offensive boards. Use that length and that athleticism to get the rebound. Tough shot for Oubre on the step back, but he had position on Nurkic the whole time. And Covington smartly comes in there, gets him as soon as he comes down.
I still love his story. He was at a Steph Curry youth camp. Then you're in high school. Hey, who's your coach? Penny Hardaway. Go to Memphis. Who's your college coach? Penny Hardaway.
Yeah.
And it's you're learning from some of the best there. Easily winning the tap. Draymond to Oubre inside to lay it up and in and draw the foul. Welcome back, Draymond Green. You know, what difference will Draymond make with the Warriors? Look at that play right there.
He's just smart. As soon as he got it, he knew where he was going with it, but he drove a little bit to his right to try to get the defense to slide over just a touch to open it up for Kelly Oubre Jr. IQ, high level.
Draymond's got 3 assists in 13 minutes, his first action of the season. And Oubre missing the free throw. It was a 15-point game at the end of one. It's 15 right now.
A little bit of a zone for the Warriors right now.
Shot clock down to 6. McCollum at the head of the 3 there and off front iron, but the Warriors don't track it down. And Lillard in on Wiseman. Nice finish. Oh, man.
Euro step me.
Steve Kerr takes a timeout. Damian Lillard teaching. For Wiseman, don't worry about it. He's been doing it to every big in the league for a long time. A little shimmy shake, and the Blazers up 17.
Cable-free live TV is here. Stream 85+ top channels with unlimited DVR included, and add-on extras like Showtime for access to more of your favorites, like big-time matches and original series you just don't want to miss. Whether you're streaming live or creating an on-demand library, getting the stuff you love is easier than ever. YouTube TV. Try it free.
Behind everything we do is a why. You can do it to raise your game, or to raise the whole game. You can do it for your goal. Yeah, that goal. Or you can do it for the common goal. Hey, sometimes you just gotta prove you can do it. Again, and again. Do it to set the bar. Yeah. Set a record. Do it to set an example. Do it to break a sweat. Break a perception. Or do it to break free.
Sabrina Ionescu.
Do it to continue a legacy. Or do it to begin one. When you do it for your why, you can't be stopped.
Where else can you get access to the game's best every night?
Let's go!
Where else can you make a fast break? Oh, what a move! From one live game to hundreds of others.
Oh, what a play!
Where else can you watch every team or just your team whenever you want?
Sledgehammer at the other end.
On your phone, TV, or tablet. Only here on NBA League Pass. Call your TV provider or go to NBA.com/watch now to order.
As part of the ongoing season of giving, the Warriors in Lucky, California hosted a Thrive City holiday market presented by Lucky, where over 75 families from the Tenderloin, Sunnydale, Mission Bay, and Bayview Hunters Point received free grocery items, recipe card to cook a full holiday meal. Each family registered for an hour at the pop-up pantry. Everyone wearing a mask at all times, and great work by the Warriors and Lucky during the holiday season.
Warriors seem to like making sure people are well fed.
Hey, everybody's got to kick in right now, man.
Definitely. Especially with the food insecurity happening.
Well, your swishes for dishes.
Yep.
Glenn Azabuki, Players Corner, and Kaiser Permanente getting it done.
Yeah, the Athletes Corner. Yep.
Athletes Corner.
Yep.
And Kelly Oubre missing there. Warriors need a few more points to give away more meals. Come on. And that'll be a blocking foul on Oubre.
Come on, people got to eat, man. Let's score. Well, no, the Portland Trailblazers came out this quarter like they did the beginning of the game, just with that same kind of sense of urgency. Warriors had it to 12 at halftime, and I'm sure Terry Stotts talked to them about that at halftime.
Well, the 13 of 29 on threes, it just unlocks everything else offensively. Lillard And McCollum, that great pairing. Dropping in for Cantor. Great hands by Draymond.
Draymond got there. Help the helper. Wiseman went to help. Draymond was there for him.
And then look for that Curry guy in transition. Steph hitting that three. Draymond, that's the one thing with the awareness is that only Looney, Draymond, and Curry have played together.
Draymond knows who to look for in transition. Steph is running the floor. He is locked in. He didn't need to do all that.
Steph committing the foul.
Little over aggressive, but you get to stop. Look, James Wiseman's helping. Draymond Green on time every single time, and then just kind of look off the defense. He was looking for his guy the whole time, though. He knew where he was going.
And to your point earlier, Wiseman ran the floor, so that means Portland had to at least honor him. And so Steph flared out to the wing.
Well, Steph gets going here. Listen, it's still 14 points. Not an insurmountable lead if they start knocking down threes.
Where if Portland cools off at all, McCollum attacking. Wiseman just pinned and blocked that.
There was two guys on that. That was dead the whole time.
Montescano Anderson to Oubre down the lane, and Oubre, little double clutch dunk.
Yo, he double pumped under Covington. Covington was bamboozled.
12-point game. Lillard down the lane. Wiseman sent that away. Wiseman's blocked back-to-back shots.
Okay, all the momentum's with the Warriors right now, picking it up defensively.
Montescano Anderson flipping it up and in, and trying the foul.
Yo, that was sweet. Montescano's got some versatility, but it's the defense. It starts on the defense. When the Warriors have success, they're working defensively. Wiggins kept coming, but Wiseman had that the whole time. I don't know who you give the block to. Maybe you give 0.5 to Wiseman, 0.5 to Andrew Wiggins, and then Toscano Anderson crossing over, sweeping to the basket, and one. Good body control. Okay, now you're back under 10. 9 points, single digits, pressure defensively, full court press.
Scrambling up the game here. You get rid of that first quarter, and you like a lot of the second and third quarter play by the Warriors, but Portland built the lead, and then Damian Lillard quieting the Warrior momentum.
See, if you're Wiseman there guarding his ball screen and you're dropping that far off, Lillard is going to recognize that immediately.
Steph dragging. There it is.
Yes.
Wiseman for the dunk. That can be part of the Warrior offense.
Oh, yeah. Everybody following Steph on the drive baseline. Just a little shovel pass. He's got two defenders around him. Wiseman was ready.
Curry did everything and served it up. Lillard hit 1-3. Now the hesitation. Yeah, and then Wiseman with the body bump.
So you heard what I said last time. He was dropping off of that ball screen a little too far. That time he was above the three-point line, and then Lillard took advantage, hesitation, and by him. But this is Steph just drawing all the attention, even Covington. 3 defenders following Steph. Someone's got to be open. If you're Wiseman, run straight to the front of the basket. Steph's going to find you.
Lillard dropping in the free throw. Want to welcome all the fans joining us tonight from the Dub Hub. Offers an interactive virtual fan experience, gives you a new perspective on Warrior games at Chase Center. You can sign up for the Dub Hub at Warriors.com. Space is very limited.
That's pretty dope. You know what I like about it? I like that they can choose a custom sign and show it in their little virtual fan box.
I like Dub Hub over virtual fan box. Marketing threw that out. Wiggins on the step back. Hit front iron there. Game at 12 with Lillard. Harry Giles getting his first playing time. The Sacramento product. Picked up by the Blazers this offseason. McCollum's got Wiggins. He waves everyone off. And then Looney shows. Shot clock down to 3. McCollum created a little space, and Giles hammering that down.
Yeah, there's a double crossover. Almost like the Texas two-step, like Tim Hardaway we were talking about, but he didn't go through the legs, and that got him by his defender and drew Harry Giles' defender in there, and good pass.
I'll tell you, Derrick Jones Jr. and Covington are adding to this defense for Portland. Giles, I think, is a great pickup with Zach Collins injured. Lillard deep 3.
Wow.
Buries another one. That's good defense. That's just a brilliant player making that shot.
He's so smart because Looney switched onto him, came back off the handoff, and he just stopped in no man's land. Before the switcher was going to be on him, and after Looney had dropped him off, stop in no man's land and popped that one. Harry Giles sets the screen. You get a good contest on that one from Juan Toscano, but this dude's got a wetter.
Now streaming on Disney+. Soul is the movie event of the year.
With Xfinity Mobile, well, Damian Lillard has the Chase Center record with 39 points. He did that a year ago, and he's got 10 points in the last 320. He, Carmelo, and McCollum, 20, 23, and 13 for the three Blazers scores.
Well, it's tough to overcome that deficit. 3-point range, 15-5.
30-point difference on threes. Nice play by Looney and a good return pass.
That was that split action the Warriors like. That usually works. A lot of times this Portland Trailblazer team will make mistakes against that.
Kent Bazemore with Looney, Steph Curry, Juan Toscano Anderson, and Kelly Oubre. It's Lillard, Derek Jones Jr., Harry Giles playing with Covington and McCollum. Shot clock at 3. C.J. McCollum. He's just been incredible tonight. He's got 22, but the ease with which he scores at 9 of 16 shooting. Steph, tough 3. Steph is 2 of 8 on threes.
McCollum just got that veteran old man game. Just that smooth. I know how to get to my spot. I know how to pull up. Use your momentum against you.
Bazemore taking a turn on Lillard. He gets right down the lane to lay it up and in. And Lillard, 12 points in the last 4 minutes in the game. He's just kind of taken over.
Yeah, it's not just about the shooting with him. He's got handle. He can finish at the rim, too.
Oubre catch and shoot off the Steph delivery, and that's the difference. Those threes have to be cashed in. The Warriors are 5 of 21 on triples tonight. They're not going to be a good three-point shooting team. I think you would say that without Klay Thompson. You can look at the career percentages of everybody not named Steph Curry, but good is not 5 of 21.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
if you could just be average,
exactly.
Against a team like this, when they got it going, they're rolling offensively, knocking down threes like they are. It's rough, man.
And there's not going to be many off nights in the West. That's a lazy pass stolen by Derek Jones, and he hammers it down.
And one.
The former dunk champion will pick up the foul as he flipped that in.
Kevon Looney was just not going to be able to get to this one. Derek Jones Jr. is fast, too. It's a lazy pass, and he's going to make you pay on the other side. Just got the head. just concentrated, stupid bounce on Derek Jones Jr.
Now, the way this game is played, think about these same two teams are going to play again on Sunday, right? And so when coaches start looking at combos and who did what in what game, and the film you break down is the exact same team you're going to play again, and they're going to have that twice on this road trip. It's about the homestand because they got the Clippers this week too.
They're looking to see if this is maybe a flagrant because he got him in the head, but it's about adjustments then, right? The second game around, what can we do differently? Like you said, watch the film. Obviously, you look at the Warriors shooting, but you got some good minutes. I was glad to see Kent Bazemore get back in there. He gave him a nice lift offensively.
All right, so flagrant 1, unnecessary contact. And then flagrant 2, unnecessary and excessive. It is clearly not a flagrant 2. Is it unnecessary contact? And anything in the head neck area, that's going to be a flagrant foul.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because Kevon Looney was obviously just trying to go for the ball there, take a swipe at it, but Derek Jones Jr. got his head in the way. That doesn't matter, though. It's in the head, and that's how it goes.
No, you said it perfectly. Is that you hear people, unfortunately, in our business, he made a play on the ball. It does not matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I could make a play on the ball and knee you in the groin. I mean, like, what does that mean?
Easy.
The rule is unnecessary contact. Flagrant 1, unnecessary excessive, flagrant 2. And in the head neck area, they almost always go review it. And it's not a dirty play by Kevon, but that is unnecessary to hit someone in the head. Yeah. So, flagrant 1 correctly called.
It's a good place on the body to protect. I'm okay with them making sure, penalizing that a little more.
And the reason in the head neck area, because you elevated many times, is you wouldn't want it to be commonplace for people to get clotheslined. With all love and respect to Rick Mahorn and the Pistons, that was not the NBA at its best. You think of
Bill Laimbeer.
You think of the Knicks and the Pistons, guys like Charles Oakley and Anthony Mason, and watch some old Michael Jordan video.
No, remember that one where Pippen got in there and got clotheslined? That was classic Knicks. I think that was Charles Oakley.
These guys are too talented, and that's also David Stern. We lost him this past year, but he got rid of fighting.
It's a moving screen.
You used to have fights in the NBA. Jim Barnett would talk about it all the time. You'd have fights. You have fights, and guys would stay in the game after the fight.
Oh yeah. It used to be crazy. Ask Rudy Tomjanovich.
Well, no, that's the Kermit Washington.
That's different.
Yeah, Kermit Washington, Rudy Tomjanovich punch. It almost ended his life.
Oh, my goodness.
He was tasting his own spinal fluid and needed multiple surgeries. Steph Curry just has not found the range from deep tonight. Steph missing that 3.
That was a split action again. He's gotten good looks off of that.
Bazemore attacking. Steph, tougher shot in the corner, and he makes it. The easy one, no. The tough one, yes.
Well, that's one thing about Steph. If he misses one shot, he is not bashful. He is going to shoot it again because shooters shoot.
This year, he's got the greenest of green lights.
This year?
Well,
he always has the greenest of green lights.
Sometimes you get past to Clay. Derek Jones Jr. on the baseline dunk.
He's got to see man and ball over there. That's one thing about Derek Jones Jr. Good screen from Juan Toscano. But he'll move without the ball.
Steph with Oubre ready to catch that. Oubre didn't give it back to Steph, who was open in the corner. And that's the adjustment. You got to reward and pass it back to the 2-time MVP.
And that's one thing about Oubre. If he would have stayed at the three-point line, he would have had an open 3. But because he's been missing his 3-ball, he came in as, oh my goodness, Damian Lillard is just...
The Blazer bench having a lot of fun here as they have pushed it to 24.
This is getting ridiculous.
Steph Curry missing from the elbow. I'll make an early prediction for Sunday. Portland will not start 16 of 32 on threes. They're an incredible team, but they were having an incredible night. Shot clock at 7. Lillard working on Juan Toscano-Anderson. Flipping it up and out. Pretty good defense there.
Yeah.
Juan will do that.
Oh, yeah.
Oubre, that's a nice screen.
Back to him.
And then Bazemore in the corner.
The shots aren't going tonight. I mean, even the ones they're creating, that's a good look.
Anthony Simons. And Giles. Blocked by Looney. Nice play there.
He came from Giles' blind side. That was a really good catch and spin move.
See all that attention Steph draws. Oubre's got to take that open three. He's just having a miserable beginning to his Warrior career from distance.
That's the problem, too. You get in your own head, and then defenders start playing you that way and don't even guard you, and it makes you feel even worse.
Well, like I said, Covington started 1 of 13 for the Blazers. Oubre started 1 of 22. And Juan Toscano-Anderson has guarded Lillard twice now, and this time he draws the offensive foul.
He's moving his feet, that lateral quickness. Even though Damian Lillard is trying to get into his bag, Juan Toscano is saying, I can definitely move my feet. I am not scared of this matchup. I'm going to take the challenge, try to get some stops. He did there.
Wanamaker with Steph. Looney and Wiggins.
That is.
And Curry hitting the wing three.
That is a clinic on how to move without the ball. He faked like he was about to go over those screens. Free throw line extended. Bounced back. Immediately got separation. His defender is in recovery mode. Shot fake. Escape dribble. Monster without the ball.
Anthony Simons. That high screen roll with Giles. Looney drops. Giles gets it back. Went behind the back himself. Shot clock at 1. They barely realized it in time. Pretty good 24 seconds a D for the Dubs. Curry. Lillard trying to get his hands on him. And Steph being ridden by Lillard the whole time. He put it in again.
Oh.
He has hit 2 circus shot runners for an opportunity for another three-point play.
Speaking of getting in your bag, are you kidding me? And this is against Damian Lillard, Oakland's own, behind the back. And Damian Lillard moved his feet. He wasn't lost, but
you wonder
after
why
the behind the back, Steph had him on his side and just used that to his advantage, used his body momentum against him, leaned on him a little bit, just threw it up there knowing that Dame would run into him.
Neither one of them guard each other very much, by the way.
Yeah.
There's probably a reason for that.
Yeah.
And Steph continues the free throw streak. 76 straight made free throws for Curry. You know, a game or two, we're going to start getting into NBA history. Michael Williams might start getting nervous. Shot clock off. Collins says go away. He's going to take Wiggins one-on-one down to 2. Down to 1. Step back 3. And hey, the Blazers missed a 3. But Portland built that 15-point lead at the end of 1. And they've kind of managed that advantage throughout. It's an 18-point advantage heading into the 4th. Lillard and Curry have not disappointed, but the Blazers have got a bit more help.